You can edit that.
Fellow Guyanese, and to all who live in England, Canada, America, and elsewhere, friends all.
Guy on that knee.
Today, I want to enlighten you on behalf of what happened. I always says America gets what America wants. And maybe y'all don't believe me. But you must count your lucky star that the United States government did not allow Israel, the Jews of Israel, to be in Guyana, because that should have been their home turf, their home base. But unfortunately, with the help of the British, they had a decision with Chamberlain, Churchill, and others, and they give them the Palestinian country. Whether it is the promised land or not, I don't believe in a promised land. I believe that God made the world, and no way is better than another. All right? But I have nothing against nobody. But we are speaking. What happened to the Jewish people during Adolf Hitler time is wrong. I condemn it. But not only them suffer. Hundreds of millions of people suffer too. But nevertheless, many things happen from biblical time when Moses threw the commandment in the face of those who would cross over the sea, the Pharaoh, and many other things. As we are following historical events, today we ask, what have we done to our own family, friends, neighbors, fighting because of what? A religion? A political party? Today in Guyana, 83,000 square miles, it was more. It was, once again, I would say it was born in the land of the mountain Roraima. But when we was given so-called independence, which is dependence, Roraima gone, we get their land of Guyana. So you Indian and black people in Guyana, you shouldn't complain, but the economics is too high. You're paying too much for price. Listen to the word. Their land of Guyana. It's not cheap land. It's their land. Ruled by Indian and black people. People who was brought to that country. One came as cheap labor and always talk about it, and one came as slave. But I have to let my black brothers and sisters know because I got both of you blood in me. And it hurt me to see out of 200 and something thousand blacks, 70 to 80,000, God can open heaven and welcome them. Genuine, honorable, very pleasant, very patriotic, and they love God. But if we take 10 Indians, they could throw his ass out of heaven and take it away. Because you Indians, and I got both blood in me, I'm sorry, I can tell you the truth. You Indians, y'all love to take what don't belong to you. And you love the voodoo man. And you pretend to be you so religious and holy. Whether you're a Hindu or a Muslim, you only use it to get through in life. But y'all are corrupt to the core. I beg of Allah, Bhagwan, and God to change your mindset now. Because the world is very educated. Men are going to the moon. Men are going below the ocean. And men are going very farther than that. But between the two major races of Guyana, 200 and something thousand, 241 or 42,000 Indians, 232 to 31,000 blacks. One from Africa descendant, which is Ghana, and one from India. Why the two of you cannot be united and accept Guyana to be your home country? I don't want to hear about slavery because, to be honest, and I can give you a 4-letter word, forgive me, Abraham, if he's our grandfather and he was a black man, he fucked his slave, Agar, an Indian woman, and Sarah tell him to do it. I want to have a stupid wife like that, since I ain't got none, that will tell me I would hire all the young virgins unless she tell me to go to bed with them. She had to be retarded. She needs psychiatrists. So my friends, I don't buy those bullshit. You could call me mad or crazy because you all seem to be educated. Y'all are robbing people, lying to them, thieving, and corrupting the nation. Today I call upon all of you in Guyana, stop this bullshit by black people and Indian people and be united. The people who are your enemy is the politician. Ask Mr. Norton, did he condemn the death of the late Walter Rodney by Burnham and Gregory Smith? Father Doc with the guy from Agricola or Jonestown? Or did he condemn other things that does not make right to our nation? Now don't get me wrong, Mr. Norton. You have my number, call me. You have some snakes on board. Men who were trained to hate black people as much as some of you who were trained to hate the Indians, because both of you are illiterate and ignorant to the facts of life. The ancestors of Africa must not be blamed for what happened. You're lucky that they sold to the European, who you call the white man, the whole family instead of killing you all out because tribal warfare. And you Indian, you cannot blame your Indian people for renting you out for 2 bit, half a bit, and a farthing and a shilling or a pound. Because Indian, you all love money. That's why Judas sold Jesus for 30 silver use a collie. A Indian. Tell the George Correa tell you so. And the other one who said he didn't know the man he was walking with him, Peter. He was an Indian. And if you look upon the Bible carefully, it's a black man helping fetch the cross. Mr. Simon, may he rest in peace and he be in heaven. You Indian people love money. You love to put down one another. And you think you're better than each other, but don't get me wrong. There's a lot of difference. Out of 100% of you, I will give 21% decency, honesty, and real human being. All the rest is effing garbage. And for the black race, I must be honest. Out of 231,000, 70,000 or 80,000 of you could go to heaven. God don't have to worry if he put on his gold ring or his diamond ring. He ain't gonna pick it up. But if he get 10 coolie in heaven, they will throw his ass out if they can do it. I call upon the decent Indians and African descendants of Guyana to be united for a good Guyana. Open up the door to Africa from where your ancestor came from and give them an opportunity to come and live and take care of their family. Remember, and from India, those who rent you out for cheap labor but who love money, sorry, I love paisa. I thought you say paisa pra, right? Let me tell you something. We all have to dare and leave it. No man take it. Look at Queen Elizabeth. And I asked the Guyana government, Mr. Ali, if you call yourself a Muslim, disassociate yourself from Dubai and say goodbye. And Saudi Arabia, not because you're a Muslim, they have African children raping them, killing them, and slaving them with Filipino and Indian like yourself. So I urge you here today, Mr. Ali, in the name of Allah, the God you serve. If Prophet Muhammad was alive today, he would have went to go against you. Don't associate with them. Bin Laden came from Saudi Arabia. All the terrorists that blew up the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and many more came from Saudi Arabia. Disassociate yourself today. I am telling you here, America gets what America wants. They fought revolution. And I call upon you here today. They believe in equality, justice for all. They believe that everything must go right, even though we got some corrupt people between, you know. I won't call names. So I want you all to know America gets what America wants. And America have a base in Guyana at Kingston, where you all call Timeri. I know you all call it Kingston, and then you call it Jagan Airport. How can an Indian man who came from cheap labor have an airport? Come on! And then you have a statue of a young great-grandson of Africa, Ghana, called Kofi, stand up there. And you all don't honor he was a revolutionist, not an opportunist. I call upon both race, Indian and black, Stop listening to the PPPC jargon. Listen to the man name Cherry Barat Jagan. Judas Barabbas Judas. You don't need him. He's dead and gone. He didn't even live out a term. The curse of God was upon him. And Barnum, the leader, LFSB, a liar son of a fucking bitch, Barabbas. Wake up! And Peter, the man who joined for the coalition government, Indian and black was destroying his business. Are the both of you are not ashamed? He may Portuguese. He may save Guyana and make you all shareholder of his company. Some of you are millionaire today. Did your black brother or the Indian brother give you all anything, Jagan or Barnum? Well, if they give it to you, throw it into the sea, because curse of death, sins, unite. What happened to the late Walter Radney? What happened to Waddell? Winnie Dublin, these were black scholars, very educated. They were fighting oppression, they were fighting Barnum government. They were all murdered by black police officers. And men who are criminals. I ask you black people, what y'all get from Barnum? He became the second richest black man in 1979 to 80, Ebony magazine. Why did he sue them if they were lying? Where is his children? Guyana can take 20 to 30 million people, but you must start from Ghana, India, Portugal, and China, for everyone became there as a slave. None of us is better than one another, my friends.
1 minute left.
I have all the blood in me. I call upon you for unity. It is time for we to unite and put Guyana forward. Open up the door to those who was in the time of our needs. And not to forget Mother Africa of Ghana, where Nkrumah built a college called Accra College. Did the president, the prime minister take the Ghanaian president Nana when he went there to see it? No. We don't want to hear about Gandhi, and we don't want to hear about garbage. We want to hear about one Guyana. Okay, Mr. Ali, and if you call yourself a Muslim, Ramadan is next week. May Allah bless you if you do the right thing, but if you're wrong, may He curse your generation. Don't worry about it, Jackio. They got so many gods, they don't know which is the right one. And I have no apology to this. Sorry, Hindus. My generation got Pandit, who's Hindu, Muslim preacher, who's Imam. They're all effing hypocrites. They take care of self-interest. Look at George Correa. And for every wrong you all do to my son, you shall answer 100 to 1. Say, in the name of God Almighty, Bhagwan or Allah, don't believe you all running away from it? I have to thank the U.S. Ambassador, Mrs. Lynch, and the Vice President of America, who is from the descendant of Jamaican blood and Indian blood. It isn't that a difference, my friend? To show you the difference, that she came out from the same place of you Indian people, and the blacks of Jamaica came out from the same place, and today she's in one body, came to tell you how to live. You know what that means? We don't need communism and extremism into Guyana. We need humorism. People who think of each other. Open the bloody country to those who were standing at your corner when Barnum was doing his nonsense and said the Jagan support him. Please unite for a common cause. And I want a holiday for the late Walter Rodney, a black man. Dublin, another black man. Winnie and others is another black man. Please, and Waddell and Vicentica. We could comprise it together because we put one after the other. We'll have a week holiday. What do you think, Ali? If you are the great-grandson of Prophet Muhammad, must never forget his grandfather named Ali. Ramadan is next week. Don't sin your soul. God only bless you with one son. Don't let him take it away to prove to you who he is. You all tried to kill mine, but I can tell him if you all kill him, there will be no peace in that country. For Venezuela wants 60%. We solve America militarily. And we love America, democracy. So open the bloody door to what Kamala Harris told y'all and give everybody a piece of land to build a house for 75,000 US per family. Y'all have the money. Okay? And before y'all make Mr. Barra Jacquio president for third term, like I see they say, why y'all don't make him emperor or king? Is y'all illiterate, stupid, or ignorant? Come on! That country is not an Indian country or African country. It's an indigenous people called the Amerindian. And y'all want to go to heaven? Y'all will throw God out of heaven, you Indian bastards, and take it away. Remember, it was a black man helped Jesus fetch the cross. And on to this day, his name is Mr. Simon. All right? May he rest in peace. And Jesus had two thieves at the corner. One condemned Jesus and the other one said, why are you condemning the man? We are paying for our crime. He's innocent. And Jesus looked at him and said, you will go to heaven with me, my brother. But the other one, you go to hell. So between APNU, PNC with Ramcharan, Nagamutu and others, I hope y'all know y'all lock up my son wrongfully. And guess what? We love revenge. We are not going to sleep until we get it. Okay, Ramcharan? You better produce that documents that your investigator said my son pled guilty when all the documents is there to show he was innocent. And Shamin Mohammed, I think you should poison your whole fucking family. I said it. I have no apology to that. Because we are not going to give up. If we cannot get justice or peace, America, I salute you. Then we will have another language in Guyana soon. So, Mr. Ali, I am with you. Do what is right. Give everybody land and money to build a house. No more squatting and renting. Have a nice day, and may Allah be with you.